Hey guys, Xoranath here. We're going to do another how to gear and specialize video, but before we dive into that, just wanted to give a shout out to a couple YouTubers here that also do element fission content, and it's my assumption that everybody who's followed me already knows who Juby is, but if you guys, for some miraculous reason, haven't seen Juby's content, and I'll put a link to his channel down in the description, definitely go check Juby out. He's a very fun guy, lots of great element fission content, and should definitely check him out and show him some love if you guys aren't aware of his content. And also, I wanted to give a shout out to another YouTuber, so I Am Speed is another great channel that I would recommend. He's been doing some video guides on different teams and just some beginner guides and tier lists and lots of good stuff. Go check him out, give him some love. I'll put a link to his channel down in the comments as well if you guys haven't. And the last thing I'll say is if you are also a element fission YouTuber or aspiring to become one, and you're putting out videos and having trouble getting some traction, go ahead and advertise your channel down below. I'd love to check out some new channels. Love to share just different people's ways of experiencing the game, and want to see some cool new creators out there. So if you guys are element fission creators, go ahead and plug your channel down below. Maybe I'll pin some comments or something. And enough rambling from me, but just wanted to give some shout outs to some folks and help spread awareness of other creators in the element fission space. So with that, over to the regular video. Hey guys, Xoranath here. We're going to do another how to gear and specialize video. Today we're going to talk about the green Electromancer. We'll just dive right in here to talk about his skills, to orient us to him. So S1, attack 3 times, you get the action bar increase if you crit. S2, bomb based on attack damage, and then you get 30% effect accuracy, and then you get an extra turn. And then for the S3, it's an AoE, and it's a strip and steal, and then it sets off bombs, and then also a speed lead. So really nice bomber kit here, kind of like Sierra from Summoner's War. For stats, for IVs here, I think focus on attack and HP if you can, maybe minus defense. This is a decent one. You could either, a plus 10 attack one would be good for just really good bomb damage, or you could be a little tankier with a little bit more HP in there. I kind of like a mix on the Electromancer. For stats down here, you can see that kind of playing out. He is a little bit stat hungry. What I recommend you guys focus on is give him some good attack. I think plus 1,000 is a good benchmark. If you want, you can really crank the attack up just to make sure your bombs kill something. So if you want to, aim for like 2,000 attack or something, go for it. He'll do more damage. You want accuracy on him so he lands his bombs and the strip. He does get the 30% extra effect accuracy on the S2, so that usually lands, but just making sure he has the accuracy can help you with some of those higher res teams. And I think it's optional here, guys, if you want to run crit rate on him to take advantage of the S1 here. If you can, I think it's better if you can get crit rate on him so that you can cycle through and get attack bar, basically 30% attack bar here whenever you're attacking. But if you guys, like I said, he is stat hungry. If you can't get the crit rate, I think that's okay to, you could sacrifice some crit rate. He still works very well, just doing, big bomb damage, but this will help you cycle more. So if you can, I'd, aim for like 85 crit rate, 100, however much you can give him. And then I have found in playing with him that he's usually, especially if you guys are going to use him on a defense at all, he is usually the unit that the offense will try to kill off first. He's usually a squishier unit because, he's a nuker, so he's usually built on attack. I do recommend giving him some amount of HP. I think plus 10,000 is a good amount for just general survivability, and just so you're not like always going to be one shot. You can if you want, this is up to you guys. If you want to make him a glass cannon and just pour in attack, you can do that, it'll work. But if you have him on defense and he gets hit, he will die. So it's kind of up to you. I personally like mine with a little bit more HP in here just for survivability. That way he can take at least a couple hits, and if you have any amount of sustain on your team, then you know, he doesn't die right away. Other stats, you do want him to be faster. He is better fast. You know, this one's plus 142. You can make him as fast as your gears allow. Defense, you know, that's, again, I think that's a lesser priority in most of my builds unless they're a defense focused unit, but you know, defense will help you survive. And then of course, you know, resistance is good on anything, so whatever resistance you can give him is going to be nice on him. I don't recommend putting crit damage on him. I think he benefits more from a lot of the other stats. Your bombs don't do crit damage. They're just going to focus on attack. So it's weird that we want to give him crit rate, but we don't want to give him crit damage, if that makes sense. For the specific gears that I have down here, I'm running speed, attack, and crit rate on this one. For slot 2, I think I definitely recommend speed. If you want to go for a you know, a more damage focused one, you could try attack on there, or you could or if you want a tankier one, you could try more HP. For slot 6, I think attack is what I recommend here. You could do accuracy if you can't get enough accuracy on your substats, you could do an accuracy here. And again, this is another one where if you want to make him tankier, you could try HP. And then for this slot, I would recommend crit rate if you can't get your crit rate high enough on substats. Or if you can, I would switch this out for an attack, just to make your bombs do more damage. Or this is another opportunity for the HP if you're, you know, it's just kind of whatever you can't get on your substats for your other gears here is, you know, try to give some balance there. So and I'll click through these other ones I have here. You guys can see kind of what I'm running and to see the substats that I'm going for here. There's a little bit of crit damage on there, but you know, I can't pick and choose every exact rune that he has, every substat. For the gear sets, I'm running a Fatal, Revenge, and Focus, so just trying to get extra crit rate, trying to get extra accuracy, and then Revenge is nice on him just because of the S1, so if you do proc your Revenge, you're going to get, and if you have the high crit rate, then you will get the, you know, the extra action bar, so that's always nice. For other sets here, I do, from time to time, like to run him on Bash. I think he works well on Bash Revenge. Just to get the, you know, extra stun off the S1, and then the S3 is an AoE, so, you know, you can get some really fun stuns with that, so I think Bash is one you could consider. You guys could run Swift if you want to make him even faster. A mix of 2-piece sets just for stats works out very well. Echo could be a choice. You could get one extra proc on your S1 and get even more attack bar to cycle even more, and then your S3, if it procs, then, you know, you have double chance of stealing some kind of buff. So, you know, another one to consider there. But for 2 sets, you know, Revenge, Fatal, Focus, those are going to be really good ones for you. You guys could consider like Faith for some extra cycling. And of course, you know, like we said, you know, Endure is always nice to, if you have really good substats that kind of help you out here, but you can also put an Endure set that will give you just extra survivability with the resistance there. A lot of these other ones are probably not going to be as great. Like, you don't want to run Shock on him, anything like that. Let's go talk about the specialization here. So he has access to both the Disruptor and Nuker. For this one, I actually have a little bit of a mix here. So in Nuker, I am going for base attack and then bomb damage just for, you know, extra damage on him. You don't want to do any of the crit damage stuff on him. It just it doesn't really benefit him as much. And Disruptor here, this first row I have Strong for the base HP survivability. Purge for, you know, our S3 does strip, so we can get some extra speed from that. The bomb is, I think, the most important thing for him to land, so getting that extra single target effect. Accuracy here is good. And then, so this row here, this is the one that I think there's the most flexibility for you guys, and it's going to depend on your specific one. So Harvest will give you crit rate and accuracy when something dies. If you're running 100 crit rate, this one's not going to be as good for you. And if you're doing like, if you think about it, you're going to be fighting, if you're using this in guild content, you're going to be fighting 3 units. If there's a bunch of revivers in there, this could be good to stack up a bunch of, accuracy. But I think if you guys want, you could switch this one out for, there's a couple choices. You could get some extra accuracy on your AoE. You could just get plain accuracy through aim. Entangle's probably usable here for an alternative to just going to get some less damage, make him even more survivable. The one you don't really want, which is kind of weird on him, is Expose. So normally effect activation rate is great on units. However, all of his stuff already has 100% activation rate. So activation rate actually doesn't benefit him at all. So try to avoid getting extra effect activation rate. But yeah, like I said, that one, kind of some options there. You guys, if you're running lower crit rate on it, like an 85 crit rate, this might be better because you can eventually stack up to 100 in a fight. And then I just have 2 points down here into Cunning. This is probably where, if I ever stack him, I will put more. And I think you guys, here's another option for you. So you can put these extra points here into the nuker tree and get the bomb damage, or you could finish out the disruptor tree. I think that's perfectly valid too. You could fill out Cunning here and then get the Schemer. I think Schemer's really good, so ignoring effect resistance. So if they have a lot of resistance, then you guys can, ignore a lot of that. Alright guys, and so here's a comp that you can run with the green Electro, kind of harkening back to Summoner's War days. So this is the tree Electro, the blue Ant Cannon, and the red Sorcerer. So having your blue Ant go first to strip, if there is anything to strip. It's nice to bring the Electro here with the bombs. It's a nice counter to some of the, Dark Joker's a very meta unit. Every once in a while you'll see him in a 5-star team, so you can use the Electro to get rid of the Joker, usually pretty quick there. We'll just do a quick battle here. And see, even the defense is targeting the Electro here, and it's nice to have that little bit of extra HP on him just to survive some of this. And we do have sustain with our red Sorcerer here, so it's able to survive even with a defense break. And you saw there we had the Revenge and able to cycle up to our S2 there. And even with 100, with this has 100 accuracy plus 130, you guys can see there that this green specialist resisted, which of course, resistance lead. This is a tankier team, probably high resistance. But you can see the importance of having a lot of accuracy. So, even 100 here, plus the 100, plus the 30 wasn't enough for that particular, that particular hit there. So, depending on what you're going into, usually his bombs land, but you're going to want to give him some accuracy, of course. And our bomb's back. I want to get rid of the sustain unit here, so that time we landed, we will do the S3 to just blow it up right away. And of course, if you guys do more attack on him, he'll, of course, do more damage, so this could be a little bit faster. But at the same time, if he dies, then he's not going to do any damage. So it's kind of up to you guys how you want to run him on more tanky here or just glass cannon. I think both are really fun on him. And we have another bomb. We'll put it over here. Yep, see, more resistance. But the thing with, the resistance, if they don't have enough damage to do it, if the defense is resisting things, but they're not really putting out a lot of damage, we have the advantage of time and RNG on our side. So hopefully we land one of these bombs here. Yep. And we just have this Merc Mommy to deal with. and getting the nice attack, or the was it the attack bar increase from the blue ant cannon here. And even with that defense down, we're still survivable here. And we can take one lethal attack from the sorcerer, and enough accuracy there to hit red. And you know, even though we're a tree unit hitting into a fire unit, it's not an attack. It's not actually gonna like glance or anything. So it doesn't really matter what element we're hitting into. We'll put double bomb, blow both of those up. I'm just gonna do some more attacks here to finish this match off. And we almost got it here. Yeah, but hopefully you guys, if you don't know about this comp, or just trying to look for something that you can do with this unit, this is one that I'd recommend giving a go. Works on defense, works on offense, pretty fun. But yeah, let me know down in the comments if you know, how do you build your Electro? Do you do something different than I do? Interested in knowing. You know, my suggestions for you guys aren't the only ways to build a lot of these units. So, you know, I'm really interested to see some creative ideas and, you know, different things. But hopefully that was helpful for you guys. You know, if you liked the video, give it a like, subscribe if you guys haven't, and thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.